How you doing? I got a couple fun projects planned for today. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the weather. We got a 60% chance of rain or snow, and right now the man above has blessed me and we got the sun coming out. Temperature right now is 39 degrees and the high today was supposed to be 42. Let's see if that happens. Use the tactical hiking belt, so I came in extremely light. So I'm going to do lots of exploring after I get done with these projects. The first one is I picked up a cold steel Bushman survival knife, and we're going to make a spear and try that out. Second one is I've got some food I like to taste test. I picked up a Coleman stew mix. We're going to try that with the alcohol stove. And I have some freeze-dried bananas. We're going to try those too. And as usual, we're going to be fighting the wind all day, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance for that. But I got me a nice work area set up down here. Come on down here and I'll show you what we got going on. Okay, the first thing I need to do is decide on the length of our spear. Now this here would be perfect for fishing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use that for throwing at a tree or possibly game. So I'm thinking I don't want it extremely heavy. So right here we got this little curve or knot in the wood, which kind of defeat the aerodynamics of it. I'm going to go ahead and chop this up right here and square it off a little bit and get that started. Now I'm using the factory edge on this knife. I have not sharpened it yet, so this thing is extremely freaking sharp right out of the box. And that is very surprising for a knife of any kind, because this knife only cost me $25 on Amazon. Yeah, I'm going to square this. Well, you know what? I don't think I will. I was going to square the end off a little bit, but I don't think it's going to matter. Second thing, I'm just going to knock some of these knots off. Actually, I got most of them when I was over there trimming it off the tree. Now, the next thing we're going to do is on the end, we need to make a cone shape, because this is a friction fit knife. So I think I'm going to custom fit it. And from the looks of it, I don't think I have to really shave a lot off there to get it to fit on. Yeah, not at all. But I do want the blade as straight as possible. That way we won't have any problems. That's a pretty good fit, but I want to try to get it to go down just a little bit more. So I need to get it straight as possible. Let's try this. I like it. Yeah, that's not coming off. Now on these knives, they actually put a little hole where you can put a set screw on there, or you could drill it out and wedge a piece of stick or something. But I'm using this green wood, and that thing is on there good and tight. And it looks extremely straight. So I think what we're going to do next is find a target, and a large target to throw at. And there's some pretty good sized trees up there, so let's go up there and see what we can find. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah. Oh, I see one we can use way over here. It's going to take me a couple seconds to get to it. And hung up on a tree. There we go. Oh, that's even better. I don't think I can miss this one, huh? Yep. I'm gonna go back here and get a little distance before I do this. Okay, this is gonna be my very first time throwing a spear, so if I miss, don't laugh too hard. Find the center here, and let's give it a toss. It went in. I can't freaking believe it. First time ever, and it went in. Now when you take these out, you kind of want to wiggle it a bit. You don't want to grab it, just yank it out of there, because you might lose the end. So let's pull this out. Oh my God. That thing must have went in there a good 2 inches. Jeez, would you look at that? Huh. Be darned. You know what? One more time, see if I can hit the tree again. Oh my lanta. That was actually a lot of fun. Well, let's go down here to my spot, see if we did any damage to the blade, and we're going to go ahead and start lunch. Looks like the beavers have been pretty darn busy. You know, the whole time I've been spent down here, I haven't seen one beaver yet. The beaver dam. Alright, let's take a look at this blade and see what I did to it. Well, let's inspect the blade and see if we bent it or chipped it in any way, shape, or form. And from what I can see, there are no chips in there. Nothing on the end, nothing on that side. Not bent one bit. Let's see how sturdy it is on. Yeah, that is not coming off without a little effort. I'm very impressed. Cold steel, Bushman survival blade. $25 to $26 on Amazon. Huh, very impressive. I'm gonna play with that a little bit more later on. Let's get this out of the way. Get started with project number 2. Now we're going to be using my alcohol stove, but before I can do that, I need to clear some of this brush out of the way. Because the last thing we need to do is catch all this crap on fire, because there's no way to put it out. So I think this area here will be perfect. I'm going to throw my gloves on for this activity. The reason I'm wearing my gloves, I'm not really sure what's underneath this grass. And a while back when I was out here, it was pretty much Spiderville. So I'm just going to be a little on the careful side. Oh, see that right there? That is deer poo. Okay. Got our area cleaned up, and I think I'm ready to get the stove out. I'm going to be using my homemade alcohol stove, and a little while back a viewer asked how long one of these little bottles would burn for. Now this is probably, I want to say it's about 2 ounces plus a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump the entire, give me a flat surface here. There we go. Entire bottle in there, and then we're going to time it, see how long it takes to burn. Get a little windscreen set up because I have a feeling I'm going to be needing that today. Now I put a little piece of plastic in these, that way to keep them from leaking, because these are very cheap bottles. But they are, well, that's a lot. They are small enough to fit in the cup. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, put it up on the log. And let's go ahead and get some water in the old GSI cup. Okay, we got a couple things to consider on the burn time on this. One is going to be definitely your weather conditions, how cold it is or how hot it is and how fast it evaporates. But today, I think it's at least, I want to say it's warmed up to about 42 now because I'm getting a little warm. This is freeze-dried bananas, and these are by Grizzly Products. And we'll try them a little later. Here's that soup mix I was talking about, and you know what? Probably help if I put the lid in because there's getting a lot of floaties in there. So what we're going to do, we're just going to see how long it takes to boil the water, and then how long your burn time is on there. So we got that going. All right, come over here and let's take a closer look at this soup mix. This I got from Wally World, and it was kind of pricey, but it's a hot vegetable blend, and honestly I cannot read the instructions on the back on how to cook it. So like I do everything, I'm definitely going to wing it. I'm just going to throw it in there, the water comes up to a boil, then let it boil for a little bit, stir it up, and we're going to go through there. I guess if you went home and looked under a microscope, you could probably figure out the ingredients. These are good. These are by Grizzly Products, I think it is. And basically they are freeze-dried bananas coated with honey. Now I took them out of the original package because I've been munching on them at work. Yeah, I know. But these things are very tasty. So, yeah, that's going to be our lunch. Let's take a look under here and see how our bubbles are doing. And we're coming up to a nice little bubble, and we're about 9 minutes 34 seconds in, and that is 16 ounces of water, and I have a feeling there's going to be way too much freaking water in there for the soup, so I probably should pour a little bit out. So, let's drop a little bit in the water bottle here because I do not believe in wasting water out in the field. There we go. Let's go ahead and prep our soup mix. Put that in there. Now, like I said, I'm winging it. I have no idea if I'm doing this the right way or the wrong way, but what the heck. That thing is still chugging right along. Remember, always pack your trash out. I'm pretty sure I don't have to remind you to do that anymore. Pretty much say it in every video. there's just nothing like coming out in the field in the middle of nowhere and finding a bunch of crap laying around. We're going to use this one. It's the old titanium sport. Actually, I think the mixture is just about right. So I'm thinking I'm going to let this rehydrate. I want to say, let's give it about 4 or 5 minutes. What do you think? You know what, let's check our time real quick and see how long the fuel cells lasted. We're up to 13 minutes and 12 seconds, so that's quite a while. Let's look underneath real quick, see how much is left. Quite a bit. So I'd definitely say that's doing pretty good. Very impressed. And it's bubbling really good in there. I still think we got a little too much water. Oh! I want to show you my tactical hiking belt and a couple changes I made on it. So come over here and let me show you what I did. Now, this is a project I've been working on a little while now, and there's a video about it. But what I've done is I went by suggestion of some viewers, said go get a pair of just cheap suspenders. And uh-oh, hang on a second. Okay, we're gonna stop that. We'll get back to that in a minute. Just ran out of fuel. Get a pair of cheap suspenders and put on there. So I went to my local hardware store and picked up some Huskies, and they were $7. And I just clamped them on the belt. Now originally I clamped them right here and right here. So this wasn't working because the butt pack was actually pulling down and making the belt slide down my back. So what I did is I simply just clipped it over here on the butt pack where it attaches to the Molly 2 belt, and did that on both sides. And it worked out a lot better than I thought. There's only one drawback, is the elastic here makes it still shake a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do is I might actually cut this. Ooh, I can smell that. That smells good. All right, sorry. Is cut these off and then use some nylon straps and make my own belt or suspenders instead of go with what they have here. Okay, let's see how our soup's doing. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. In between shots, I did refill the stove because I'm hungry. And the official time on this is 1, and I think it's about 2+ ounces fuel bottle. Lasts 14.48 seconds. So, honestly, that's pretty good. That was enough to bring the water up to a boil. And we've got a slight wind blowing, as you can probably tell, and it's boiling quite nicely. So let's take a look and see if we're even close to being hydrated. Oh yeah, it's hydrating. In fact, I think I'm gonna let this boil some of the water out of there because it's really soupy. Take a little test. Ooh, that's kind of hot. It's not hydrated all the way enough. So, yeah. Let's let this boil just a little bit longer. Get that piece of grass out of there. Hand me some of these freeze-dried banana chips. These are really good. Okay. Oh, it's thickened up quite nicely now. think I just seen a snowflake. Let's give it a little taste and see what it tastes like. Pretty darn hot. Not bad though. Could use some more spices. It's got a little twang to it. Not bad at all. Eventually I'm going to get a food dehydrator and start making my own. Until then, I'm just going to rely on other people's products. Okay. Here comes the wind again. Well, in closing, I've had a really fun day. I hope you did enjoy my journey. I made a spear there out of the cold steel Bushman survival knife. Worked great. Alcohol stove, I want to say probably 14-15 minutes on one 2-ounce fuel cell. The Coleman stew, not bad. I could probably do better myself. Freeze-dried bananas, freaking excellent. Love these things. They also have pineapples too, but I ate all those before we came out in the field. Go figure, huh? Hang on one second. There we go. First off, I really like to thank all the new subscribers that have been coming on. I really appreciate you guys. And I don't know if you know it or not, I have a Facebook page, and you're more than welcome to upload pictures of any of your outings or share any ideas with me. Several of us have been working on different projects like a shelter, the alcohol stove, and all that. We do that through Facebook. It's just a lot easier to communicate and share ideas. I'm not really knocking YouTube, but it's just a lot easier to navigate. Comments are more than welcome. Plans for the rest of the day, I'm going to finish my meal and sit back and enjoy this. And I'm not sure what time it is, but I'm going to take a different way out of here and do some exploring. And that will be... Hang on, I gotta grab my old camera out of here. Somewhere. You know, for a small butt pack, I got a ton of stuff shoved in there. On my Facebook page, it's gonna be a behind the scenes. Take a look. So, like always, thanks for watching.